Hey guys, it's Kelly with the Garden Whisperer. So I figured I would do a video today since it's kind of warm out. We had a little bit warm weather. The whole United States is pretty much warming up. But in Northeast PA and New York and New Jersey, I believe it's still pretty cold. But we did have 40-degree temps yesterday. And today I think it's 55. So I came outside to assess the deer damage, the winter deer damage, and to look at what the snowplow guys did. Now, they know not to put anything on my flower beds, but they kind of did anyway. And the horrible thing is the road in the front over there is all gravel. So when they plow my driveway, they shove all the gravel onto my driveway. And as you can see, I just dug some of this out and pushed it all over there. But it was a huge mound and it's been melting. I'm out of breath because I'm like digging this up. But yeah, so I do not want any of this rock in my flower beds. And luckily, I believe the driveway ends there, ends there, and then it goes into my flower bed. So I'm going to dig the rest of this up and put it in the driveway. And then when spring hits, I will have to clean up all the gravel, and I'm going to have to let the guys know that they need to go not as close next year because, yeah, they got a little too close to my flower bed. And here we go, and I'm assessing the deer damage. Now, well, no, this could just be snow. So I put the pot in the ground here, and this is the Sedum Rock and Grow Back in Black. And I put it in here just for the winter, to overwinter, so it should be just fine next year. But as you can see, I dug up all the dirt and didn't get it all back down because there were leaves all over here. What is that? There's some sort of poop. That's pretty big, so that's got to be some sort of animal. It's not deer and it's not cat. I don't know what that is. Yeah, so now I'm going to have to scoop that up. Anyway, so yeah, so I didn't get all the mud or all the dirt back in here, but that's okay. It should be all right. Yeah, because there were leaves all over this whole area, and when I was pushing it back in, I just didn't get all the dirt back in here, but that's all right, because it's going to get mulched in the spring anyway, again. So yes, I'm just covering up as best as I can. Now we got mud stuck all over my feet. All right, so that's the damage from the snowplow. And then, because I did not think to cover these, and I was late covering some of my other trees, and of course the deer got to it. So I'm going to assess the damage of the blue star juniper. They leave this plant alone spring, summer, into fall, and just this past week I caught, oh yeah, see, he got that pretty good. I caught the deer chowing away on this. So this is going to have to be replaced, and if it's only damaged, like the foliage is damaged, it should grow back no problem. But the fact that they actually got the stems here, it's going to have bare spots. So, and I'm shocked that they even ate this because it's very prickly and it's very irritating to your skin if you touch it without gloves. But yeah, so it looks like I'm going to have to replace this blue star. And like I said, they are highly deer resistant, but in the winter out here, they will eat absolutely everything. I've seen them even eat egg yolks. I mean, that's how sick they are. Look at this. They just damaged the whole thing. And it was crazy because I saw him, it was a young male buck doing this the other day. And I saw him doing it, and I came outside real quick. And he just took one look at me and then just kept eating. And I was like, are you kidding me? So I had to chase him out of my yard. So I'm not going to let them get an ounce of anything, even though I'm replacing this. Yeah, sorry, you're not getting anything. Go somewhere else to get food, because I'm not giving it to you. Definitely not with my plants. So as you can see, I need more wire cages. I didn't have enough this year, so that's on the agenda for this coming spring or this coming fall. I'm going to get more wire cages, and I'm going to show you really quick over here. I did not cover this soon enough, and they actually left it alone all the way into mid-November. And this is the Blue Ice Arizona Cypress, and as you can see, they chopped the leader right off, and they got some other branches. So this was tiny to begin with, so odds are this is not going to do well in the spring. So I'm probably going to replace that as well. Not real happy about that, but yeah, that was pretty much my fault because I just waited to cover them. I got busy and then just didn't get around to it, and then they got at it. So, but like I said, this lasted all the way until mid-November before they even touched it. And luckily I covered this one soon enough, and I covered the, this one, the Cryptomeri radicans. So luckily, and they did at some point during the year, I think they got like 2 branches of this, but overall the tree is fine, so that should be okay. But they also got, what else? We'll go back here, because none of these I had covered, and then they got to it. And I have to remember to clean that poop out of the flower bed, because that's disgusting. I don't even know what kind of animal that was. I don't think it's a cat, like could be the neighbor's cat, but I don't think so. So I'm thinking either a raccoon or a bear or something like that. Yeah, look at this. I mean, they pretty much, even the Lenten rose, you could see a lot of the damage that they did. Whether they stepped on it, they chewed it, but for the most part, they've kind of left it alone because they don't really like the foliage on this. But, of course, normally they leave the ornamental grasses alone, but they got at those as well as they do every year. And I kind of covered, which I'm surprised, these are not fully died back for the season, but these are the Polemoniums. I always get the Polemonium and the Pulmonaria confused. Or maybe it's the Pulmonaria. I don't remember. But anyway, they usually eat this, and I'm going to have to get a lot of the wireless deer fence in here this coming season, so they leave this alone, because those really work. Yeah, that doesn't look good. They got it like really low. They got that one out. But hopefully... hopefully it'll be okay and it'll come back this year. But yeah, unbelievable. So that's, oh look, a little caterpillar. And he's moving. What are they, the woolly caterpillars? Is that what they're called? Aw, you need to be under some leaves and get warm. Maybe I'll put some leaves on him. I don't know if he'll like that though. Or maybe I'll just let him do his thing and he'll figure it out. Anyway, all right, so going back to, and then we have my monkshood. As you could see, I cut them back, and I'm hoping, because I cut them back after the blooms died, I'm hoping that they come back a little more bushy next year, as opposed to being 10 feet tall. And yeah, they were getting toppled over constantly. But as you can see, the foxglove, these are all foxglove. The deer do not touch these even in the winter. And as you can see, they're kind of evergreen. They've all been under snow. We just had snow. Actually, this was all covered with snow yesterday. And everything pretty much melted because we had a lot of rain this morning. And so these were all covered under snow. But as you can see, they're still kind of evergreen in a sense. That's how they probably bloom the following year, because they bloom every other year. So they will be blooming this coming season, this coming early summer, which is great. Yeah, so those are doing fine because the deer never touch those. But as you can see, they got the top of this tree because I did not cover it right. Well, no, I had it covered, but it was like thin plastic, and they just went right through it. So I don't know how this is going to do. I don't know if it's going to put on new foliage next year. I'm hoping. As you can see, we still have green. So I don't know. I guess time will tell. I think that's a good sign. So I'm hoping it's just a matter of it regrowing some new growth. So, yeah. I'm praying that I don't have to replace this tree because it was really expensive. And for the most part, they didn't touch it. But then, of course, late fall into winter, they will eat everything. And I mean, nothing is off limits. So you have to cover everything out here. If it's evergreen, where it doesn't lose its foliage in the winter, cover it. And I made the mistake of not doing this early enough, and there you go. So I'm hoping I don't have to replace this. I think I'll be all right. But I'm probably going to have to replace the blue ice Arizona cypress. Yep, there, they got the other grass. Unbelievable. And I'm going to have to replace, what else did I say? Oh, the Blue Star Juniper. And what else am I going to, ooh, let's go check over here. We have the other foxglove, the peach colored ones that I planted that I grew from seed over here. Yep, those are doing just fine. See, the deer do not touch these. Absolutely do not touch them. It's amazing. They eat everything else. Excuse me. Even the most poisonous plants, like the monkshood, they ate the foliage on that. They didn't touch the blooms, but it just blows my mind. I don't think I'll ever get it. I'll never understand it. And then once, and they got my pine tree, my Blue Angel white pine. And they didn't touch it all year, but of course, like I said, the winter hits and they're going to eat everything. So they got that. I'm going to show you that right now. Not happy. Not happy. Makes me very upset. Oh, there's the other wireless deer fence. I was looking for that. It was under the snow the whole time. They knocked it over. Alrighty. So that's my wireless deer fence. They touch it and it zaps them. And as you can see, because I had the wireless deer fence all around the irises, and they chewed those completely down. Yeah, because they did it, well, they didn't do it when these were around them. They left it alone, and I just removed them maybe 2 weeks ago. And as you can see over there, they just chewed them. Chewed them right down. So anyway, so here's the, oh God, there's more poop. I can't. Why is my garden bed a litter box for these animals? Unbelievable. So anyway, so here's the blue, Blue Angel white pine tree. And as you can see, they do lose their foliage in the winter. They do shed some, but as you can see, there's like pieces there. They got like right there. I don't know if you see it right there where the stick is. They got there. They got another couple places, but I'm hoping it bounces back and I don't have to replace that too, because I looked online to see if they still have it, and it's out of stock right now, and I don't know if they're going to have it back again. So that would be really depressing, but like I said, I don't think they completely demolished it, and I got it covered in time, so I'm hoping it does just fine. And they never touched the catmint, but this year I had planted 3 seedlings, 3 separate plants in here, and they took, I think, 2 or 3 of them out. Let's see, there's one there, right there, and they took another one. There were like 3 here, and it looks like there's only 1 left. So I'm probably going to have to plant some more, but they never touched those. But this year, because we had a drought for like 3-4 months, the deer were eating everything. Especially there's like 3 young bucks that keep coming in my yard, and they're eating everything. And they ate my Joe Pye weed, they ate the common bone set. I mean, they were just eating everything that they normally don't touch. So that's all right, because they're going to be in for a rude awakening this year, because I am going to make sure everything is either covered at the right time, or I am going to be buying a ton of these, and I mean like $2,000 worth. So I'll have maybe like about maybe 100 of these, plus the 16 that I already have. And I may even have to buy more. And I'm going to make all of my flower beds literally an electric minefield, so that they walk in here and they'll get zapped. That will condition them to stay out of my flower beds and go eat somewhere else. Does not hurt them or kill them. It just conditions them. And they keep getting at my variegated iris. As you can see, there's another one there. And there was a 3rd one, and I don't know where it is. It should be around here somewhere. I don't know. I don't see it anywhere. But anyway. So that's the extent of the deer damage for this year. So as you can see, yeah, they got the irises pretty bad. Really frustrating. And you can see they're just like deer. There's hoof prints everywhere. And here's another one of the small catmints that I planted. Luckily, they didn't get at that. They seem to have... Oh, yeah, they stepped right in the middle of it. See the hole right here? Wait, I'll show you. This hole, they stepped right in the middle. Unbelievable. Anyway, but these should be just fine. They'll come back in the spring, and it'll be good. But this whole flower bed's getting revamped. A lot of stuff is going to get revamped. Most of my flower beds have been trial and error because I have to see what works with the deer, what doesn't work, and what I have to change. So this is going to be an ongoing process for a long time. Maybe not too long. I'm hopefully maybe just another year. But I'm going to be changing stuff around. The grass is going to go over there. I'm going to be moving the Joe Pye weed where the grass is next to the common bone set. And then that trellis will help keep them away from the back of the plant. Because like I said, they ate it this year. And then I'm going to be putting like the miscanthus grass there. There's one there. And I'm going to maybe put one in the middle there. Do like a threesome of plants there. And yeah, hopefully that will help because they do not touch the miscanthus grass. So hopefully that'll kind of help block them from that spot. And the front of the flower beds, I'm going to have to use these. So it's going to be just a little while longer. And yeah, I have some ideas for this coming spring. I have literally like 33 or 34 plants that I'm going to be buying right off the bat. I always place the order early. And then they, speaking of which, look at that. And there's another one right behind her. Oh, and another one over there. So, yeah. So, get out of my yard. You heard me. Go on. Look, they don't even move. Go on. Bad. Look, there's like 5 of them. Go on, woman. Get out. Not allowed in my yard. Make me very angry. Yeah, you know. Time to leave. Look at this, 4 of them here. Get out. Go, 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 go. Look at them. There's 7 of them right now here. Anyway. So yeah, they're going to be in for a rude awakening next year because it's going to be, like I said, everything's going to get covered in time and it'll be a landmine. A minefield of deer sticks. See, they keep walking because keep going. Go. Bad deers. Come on, keep going. I see you. Bad. Ugh, they drive me crazy. I have to just keep chasing them because they'll just keep coming back and keep trying to eat whatever they see. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. That's right. Go. Bad. Ugh, unbelievable. Anyway, so now I have to finish scooping up rock and cleaning up poop from my flower beds. Oh, look, it is. One of the most guilty of all, the male buck. One of the young male bucks. What are you doing? You need to go. Go. Look, they don't even get that scared. It's unbelievable to me. Come on. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep on trucking. Go. That's right. Stay out of my yard. All right, hopefully that's the end of it. Oh, we got some wild turkey back there coming through. They can stay, though, because they don't eat my plants. All right, so back to this. I just have to make sure next year I'm more prepared. And I'm just going to finish digging up rock from the snow, getting it out of my flower beds. Everything will melt on the driveway, and then I will have to clean all the rock up once everything melts and we get into spring. So that's it, guys. So I just had to show you the lovely deer damage for the season. And yeah, the rock from the land scare from the snowplow. Anyway, okay, so that is it for today's video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, happy gardening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.